don't call home. Thomas Mengesha.
Greetings and salutations. I am Captain Tom Mengesha, United States Army retired and the former adjutant for Base Support Battalion North out of Camp Deering, Kuwait. Folks, what I want to do today is give you all some advice and some tips if you ever decided or thought about taking a trip outside of the country or even inside the United States. And what we're going to talk about is best advice for packing a backpack. And the reason I say backpack is because when you travel, I would suggest it, particularly if you want to really kind of see the sights and sounds of a particular area and learn the customs, you want to know how to pack a backpack that can last anywhere from a week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, or however long you want to do that. So what I want to do is I want to give you the advice that has helped me in preparing for some upcoming trips that I want to share with you. Now, first thing let me get the backpack. See right there? Don't go anywhere. Okay, all right. Now, yes. Now, things that you want to remember when packing a backpack is you want to consider the size of the backpack. And in knowing how long you're going to be gone, that can give you some sort of idea. Now, for myself, you should know that I plan on taking some trips next year, either to Thailand, Ethiopia, Ghana, Kenya, or any place. But you want to ensure you want to have a backpack that is not only of the appropriate size, but also comfort. Now, as you see, this backpack comes with a lot of cushion for the shoulders and support for the back as well. Also, it has some safety features. It comes with a built-in whistle. So if you find yourself, falling and can't get up, you can alert whoever is nearby. Now, one of the things I want to talk about before we really dive right on into packing a backpack and that is preparing to actually travel to a foreign country. Now, in traveling to a foreign country, you want to check various visa requirements and know the laws and the rules as it pertains to the particular country that you're going to. Also, what you want to do is you want to make sure you have your own passport. And so what I have here is I have my passport, and I keep my passport in a case. And with the passport, let me make sure I cover up anything that needs to be covered up. Well, that's close enough. Anyway, you see my passport, and I keep it in a holder that has an air tag. Now, you might want to know, why do you want to have an air tag in your passport? Well, let's say, you're walking around the Great Wall of China, and for whatever reason, it falls out here. Your backpack falls on the ground, whatever. You don't know where you do. So what happens? You go online, and hopefully everything's working, and you'll say, oh my gosh, I dropped my passport somewhere along the Great Wall of China, and someone there can either get it for you or you find it and you're able to bring it back in. Another thing that you want to keep in mind, another tip, if you will, and that is getting an international driver's license. Now, I have my international driver's license, as you can see here. Let me cover up anything that needs to be covered up right there. And with this international driver's license, you can drive, in various countries around the world. And with this international driver's license, you can drive in places from Afghanistan. Yes, believe it or not, you can drive in Afghanistan, Kuwait. I didn't have that when I drove in Kuwait. But in the booklet that comes with your international, I should say, driver's permit, you will be able, it lists all the countries that, is this whited out? All right, well, it gives you some sort of idea. Anyway, I'm not going to read all the countries to you, but you have Afghanistan through Zimbabwe, and Switzerland, Sweden, Ghana, Kenya, Ethiopia, Hungary, Iceland, Ireland, Brazil, Bolivia, Chile, Cuba. So keep that in mind also. Another point that I would like did I bring it with me? Yes, I did. You will probably be doing a lot of walking. when you're in your country that you want to, or your area that you're going to travel. And so what I would recommend is getting a nice pair of walking shoes that are built for walking. As you can see, these are Hoka's. I love Hoka's. And these are the new ones. These are Skyward. Skyward, I think they just came out a couple of months ago. But I'm about a little over 6'1", whatever. So with these on, I'm like 6'3". So a lot of cushion, as you can see, a lot of cushion that are very comfortable for walking. So when I go walking around, I'll be sure to have these, and I'll also probably do a standalone video about these Hoka's, the Skyward 10s that just came out a couple of months ago. So before we continue on with the backpack, you want to obviously make sure you have your passport in order. You want to make sure that you have any visa issues that need to be worked out. Also, what I want to recommend that you do is you register with the embassy that you're going to. So, for example, if I go to Kenya, I'm going to make sure that I register with the U.S. Embassy in Kenya. So, if something happens when I visit various areas of Kenya, be it Nairobi or Kabara or any place, they know where I went. So, let's continue and talk about what you want to ensure you have in your backpack. So, let me move some things around. I mean, in here, it feels like I got NASA. I got a monitor here, monitor there, monitor here, monitor, monitors everywhere. So, you want to let me get the right one over so we can continue. I made notes for the master packing list that you want to try to keep in mind. As I indicated, you want to make sure that you have the right size backpack. Depending on how long you're going to be gone, you want to ensure that you have enough space. Also, I would recommend getting one of these items here. And this is going to be very helpful. It helps to compact the things that you want to have. Now, this is a liquid travel carrying kit. And by the way, this is airline approved. So you can have, your various beard products if you have a beard. Your lotions, your creams, whatever you want to have in here, mouthwash. It's all kind of pre-sized. You can get these on Amazon, and I'll do a review about that one day as well. So now that you realize the size and you know where you're going to go, some other tips to keep in mind when packing your backpack is you want to get a backpack with multiple compartments. And my backpack actually has about 10 different compartments here and everywhere. And in one of these compartments, and this is one of the things to know. By the way, I got this tag made in Korea, Yongsung, Korea. We'll talk about that one day. But this backpack actually has, see if you can get this on camera. This backpack actually has a place to charge your phone or any electronics. Inside, I have a power pack that can charge something probably for 30 days, depending on how much power it's draining. So you want to make sure that you have a backpack that has a lot of compartments so that you can keep your clothes nicely packed tight, as you can keep the dry things dry or anything that become damp. You have a section that can protect your clothes and any other things that you have. Another tip that I would give you guys, and that is you want to put your heavier items down to bottom. And the reason you want to put your heavier items down to bottom is because you want to create a more comfortable ride or comfortable fit. And having the heavier items at the bottom, it kind of helps secure your backpack to you, and it's more balanced because you're going to be doing a lot of moving, a lot of walking, and moving around. And you want to pack as lightly as you need to, meaning less things. But what you do have, even if it's heavier items, just kind of keep this tip in mind. You want to make sure you have those things towards the bottom of the backpack. Also, another point to keep in mind, have those things that you want to have readily accessible in pockets that are closer to you. You also want to make sure that you pack any medicines that you may need, make sure that they're packed away. Now, one of the things that I've done is that I have this, let me take this off so you can see it. This satchel. And with this satchel, I have a spot for my passport. Okay. Also, I have a spot for my international driving permit booklet. Okay, in here, like so. And my international driver's license driving permit goes right here. And what I do is I have this around me and I'll tuck this away so that any ne'er-do-wells will have a challenge trying to get this. And also, as I indicated, it has an air tag. So if I were to ever lose it, I can track it. But the goal is not to lose it in the first place, so you don't have to worry about that. But I think this is a good idea to kind of keep that in mind. And there's also pockets to put other, bills in. I think in Thailand they have the baht, and in Kenya they have the shillings. That's their money, the money. And I guess in Mexico they have the dinero, and of course in the U.S. we have the dollar. So just kind of keep that in mind. Another great thing to have to go along. So as you see, traveling, you don't need a big suitcase. If you want to be able to travel light, be able to travel quickly, and be able to travel safely. So to kind of recap the big takeaways, you want to certainly make sure you do your research on the country that you're going to. You want to learn as much about the laws and rules and regulations so that you don't run afoul of anything that will cause you to get in any troubles, because you hear these stories about people getting in trouble in foreign countries, and that's something you don't want to have to deal with. So I would certainly register with any foreign embassies that you're going to go to, pack lightly. And final tips for making sure that you have everything packed correctly is you want to roll your clothes as tightly as possible, place your heavier items at the bottom, and keep any essential items next to you as close as possible. So I would not, for example, put my passport in my backpack. I would always keep something like that. If you don't want to leave it at the hotel, which would probably be the safest thing, in a safe. But if you're going to take your passport or any important items, have it something in like a satchel that you keep on your person. So that is something to kind of keep in mind. So I want to encourage you all to get your passport. It's something easy. It's really not that expensive. Some places you can get your passport the same day and enjoy your travel safely. So next year, what I intend to do, I intend to go to Thailand, and in Thailand, I plan to go to Chiang Mai, and from Chiang Mai, Pai, Bangkok, Chiang Rai, and various places, maybe into Vietnam and Burma as well. And if I do that, I'll certainly submit some videos so that you all can kind of take this journey with me. And in fact, next year, I plan on turning this channel more into a travel channel, or that's the theme it's going to kind of be next year. And so you all can travel with me and get some tips on various countries and cultures, as well as the type of airline, be it flying in first class, business class, or whatever, and certain things to kind of keep in mind when flying around. So if you guys have any advice and suggestions for those who are traveling close or far, go ahead and leave that comment down below. Or if you have any suggestions on various countries that you think I should check out, leave that down below as well. And if I end up going to the country that you suggested, one that I wasn't already going to go to, there's going to be a special surprise for you. And what is that going to be? I'll get you a gift from that country and send it to you free of charge. So, with that, I wish you all blessings and blessings. Shalom.
Call on, call on, call on. Thomas Mengesha.